Post-game at Heller Brothers Ballpark, when the Winter Park Diamond Dogs come in and take two from the Winter Garden, squeeze two much-needed wins to keep their hopes alive in the playoff race. I'm here with Brooks Morgan and Patrick Hoffman. And Patrick, we'll start with you. 5 innings pitched in relief of starter Justin Cortez's 4 strikeouts. You got yourself in a little bit of trouble, but what's your mindset when you get in a little trouble like that?
You just got to bear down and make pitches. That's the most important time when you're pitching, is when the runners are on and the game's on the line. You just got to make pitches. Justin did a good job at the beginning of the game, and I came in and got the job done. Brooksy hit a homer, and we got the W.
You got the W, indeed, coming in for Justin Cortez, who had 9 strikeouts as well. You feel like you had to keep it going for him?
Yeah, I mean, he set the bar high. I mean, he told me what they were looking for and how to get them out, so he really helped me out a lot.
What was your mindset going into the bottom of the 10th inning when we had the 5-3 lead?
I mean, Brooks made it easy on me. 2-run lead. I should get the job done every time, and he just made it easy on me.
Patrick Hoffman gets the win, and now we'll bring it over to Brooks. The hero of the day had a 2-run single to put the Diamond Dogs ahead in Game 1. They ended up winning 6-5, and now a 5-3 win at a 2-run home run. Just walk me through your home run.
It was a 3-0 pitch that time, and I've never swung at a 3-0 pitch before. I looked at Coach Mack, and I gave him the eye. I said, I'm doing it right here, and he gave me a sign. I said I can swing, so I had to do it for the team.
You guys got a great pitching outing by Hoffman as well as Cortez's. Oh, yeah. What's it like to play behind these two guys who can really shut the door?
Justin and Pat, they're just awesome. It's a great combo. Whenever we knew that both of them were coming in, we got to save Pat last game. Friday threw good in the first game, too. Don't forget about that. We had a great pitching performance all night. 3 guys that just shoved it up their butts. And I'm just really impressed. We're down to the wire, and we had to get some wins, so we did it.
What was the mindset coming into today? You guys had a tough stretch lately, but you finally get 2 wins today. Keep your playoff hopes alive. But what was the mindset coming into today?
It's funny that you say that. Because last night we had this group message, and there was some text that actually meant a lot. We all got together, and the Winter Park Diamond Dogs are going to the playoffs, baby.
Well, you heard it right here. Brooks Morgan, the Winter Park Diamond Dogs going to the playoffs. They'll have 3 more regular season games to prove it. They'll have a game at Winter Garden on Saturday, home on Friday, and that's versus Sanford on Sunday. Brooks and Patrick, thank you for your time. We'll see you guys later tonight. Land Suns were fighting for their playoff lives at Melching Field in Game 2 of their best-of-3 series against the Altamont Springs Boom. The offense lacking last night. They had to get the bats going. They wanted to keep their season alive. The DeLand Suns only mustered 2 hits and a 2-0 shutout loss in Game 1 Thursday night. Russell Schwartfeger and company looking to punch their ticket to Tropicana Field on Sunday. But Jay Hayes of Florida Gulf Coast doesn't like that idea, and in the first inning he singles to center field to score Chandler Rodriguez to give the Suns an early 1-0 lead. Third inning, Suns up 2-0. Zach Rex thinks he has a single, but look at the big fella. Danny Rodriguez flashes a little leather. He slides and make a nice backhanded play. Now 4-1 Suns. Boom looking to strike back, and they do with 2 outs as Nick Gallows singles the left center field, easily scoring Angel Garcet and Rodriguez. All of a sudden, it's 4-3. We have ourselves a ball game. Even in tense times, Sonny stays cool as he runs the bases. Top 6, the Boom complete the comeback and even things up as Seth Johnson hits a sacrifice fly to left field to score Angel Garcet from third base, and it's tied. The back-and-forth contest continues in the 7th as Chandler Rodriguez bloops a single into center field to score Matthew Mulkey, and DeLand regains a 5-4 lead. This is the first of Rodriguez's 2 RBI night. He would finish the game 2 for 6. But with a chance to add insurance, Garrett Hall can't get the bunt down, and a great play is made by Boom catcher Mick Tinney. He pops up to make the catch, doubles up Rodriguez at third base to end the frame. Suns in trouble, though, in the 8th. Bases loaded and only 1 out. Johnson strikes again. The Grand Valley State product singles, scoring Schwartfeger and Scott. Boom take a 6-5 lead, and they are pumped. They can almost taste the orange juice at Tropicana Field. Suns tie the game in the 9th on the RBI single by Wade McNabb. Pleased with the home crowd. In the bottom of the 13th, Chandler Rodriguez says, "Make plans tomorrow night, boys. We're playing Game 3. As he hits a sacrifice fly to right field to score Brad Greasock from third. And the Suns win a thriller 7-6 in walk-off fashion. And the Suns live another day to try and get to the title game for the first time since 2012. The crowd is sent home happy. And after losing Game 1 on the road, they come back in Game 2 and protect their barn. So the Suns, a 7-6 winner over the Altamont Springs Boom. They live to see another day, and they force Game 3. Game 3 will be Friday night, 7 o'clock at Lake Brantley High School. Tickets are still available at FloridaLeague.com. I'm Brian Nestel for FloridaLeague.com. We'll see you tomorrow night. It's hard to believe that the All-Star break has come and gone. Now it's time for the final stretch of the 2016 Florida League season. And for the Winter Park Diamond Dogs, it's time to buckle up and hit the pedal to the metal for a playoff push. Coming into tonight's game at 11-15, the Dogs sit 7 games back behind their opponent tonight, the 19-9 Sanford River Rats. But it's not first they're gunning for. It's a coveted spot in the playoffs where anything can happen. And the Dogs sit in the 5th and final playoff berth, half a game up on the Leesburg Lightning. But everything is all jammed from 2nd place to 6th, with 2.5 games separating between 6th and 2nd. For the Diamond Dogs, it's time to make up some ground and push their way into the postseason. That quest continues tonight. Hello, everyone, and a pleasant good evening. I'm Brian Nestel, joined by Carl Max Millionard, and welcome to Bishop Moore High School in College Park for the first of a home-and-home between the Winter Park Diamond Dogs and Sanford River Rats. It's the first home game since the rain-shortened game last Wednesday against the Winter Garden Squeeze, a 2-0 win in 5 innings, in which Hunter McMahon took the complete game shutout victory. The Dogs returned to action after the break on Monday with a complete performance. They took out the Lightning 7-2 behind Justin Cortez's 6th-inning gem. The Dogs struck early, scoring 3 runs in the first and 2 in the second before Brooks Morgan capped it off with a 2-run home run in the 4th. The game was called in the 6th inning due to lightning, and a little luck came their way last night as after 3.5 innings, the game was suspended due to heavy rains and lightning, with the Dogs down 3-4. Trevor Tinder gets the ball tonight. The Georgia right-hander leads the league in strikeouts with 35 Ks and 31 innings and only 3 walks. Has been really reliable for the Dogs this season, as Carl Max Millionard joins me now. And if you're going to continue a winning streak, you want Trevor Tinder on the mound.
Of course, you want your ace, your all-star ace, might I add you, to definitely keep the winning streak alive with the winning streak at 1 game right now. We didn't get to finish our last game due to the lightning and heavy rain, but you definitely want to have your ace in the hole to keep this winning streak alive and keep this playoff push going for the Diamond Dogs.
Meanwhile, the Sanford River Rats have been a force to be reckoned with this season. As you mentioned, 19-9, first place in the Florida League. The defending champs are at it again. They lost their last game to Winter Garden, a 12-5 defeat to the Squeeze. But they're 7-3 in their last 10. Of course, they have Omar Villaman, who's not in the starting lineup tonight, but he leads the league in average, 449, 18 RBIs, 3rd in the league. As a team, they're batting .286, 51 doubles, 13 home runs, and they put up 194 runs in general. This team has offensive firepower. It'll be the Sanford River Rats and the Winter Park Diamond Dogs. You're listening to Florida League Baseball, brought to you by Meridics. And we're back here as the Diamond Dogs are taking the field for this first game of a home-and-home. We'll be back at Sanford Memorial Stadium tomorrow night for the conclusion of this 2-game series. Look at the lineup for the Sanford River Rats first. Leading off is Brant Blaylock out of Mississippi State, hitting .304 on the season. In the 2-hole is Zach Dewart out of Polk State. He'll be playing center field. Sergio Lopez, the All-Star Game MVP. He'll be in left field tonight in the 3rd hole. Logan Sapanik is a designated hitter. He'll be hitting cleanup. Colin Murill will be playing 3rd base in the 5-hole, followed by Alejandro Martinez, the first baseman from Hillsboro, will be heading 6th. Nathan Pruitt's the shortstop tonight, hitting 7th. Alex Webb, the catcher from Alabama, in the 8-hole. Rounding out the lineup is Grant Ashline, the second baseman from Rollins. And starting pitcher for the Sanford River Rats is Jacob Billingsley out of Mississippi State. Into the All-Star team for the North. He went 1-1 in the first half of the season. A 2.45 earned run average. This is his 3rd start, his 5th game total. He's pitched 11 innings, 15 strikeouts, 9 walks, 7 hits. In his last start, he took his only loss this season back to the Squeeze. He went 4 innings, 3 earned runs allowed, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. For the Winter Park Diamond Dogs, Jake Silverstein will lead off. He'll be playing center field, followed by Kyle Friday in second base. Tyler Homer, the designated hitter out of Valdosta State, will be hitting 3rd. Sam Martin will play first from George Washington. Josh Tabaka, the right fielder from Wichita State, hitting 5th. Brooks Morgan, about home run against Leesburg Monday night, will be hitting 6th. Jack Gonzalez will play 3rd base in 7th hole. The catcher, Mark Castellucci, will be hitting 8th, and Mark Angelo rounds up the lineup, hitting 9th in left field, and of course Trevor Tinder on the mound, as we had mentioned, his league-leading 35 strikeouts. His last start was a little rough, though. 3 innings pitched, he allowed 8 runs, 4 of those were earned, and a 16-9 loss right here at Bishop Moore High School. Kind of a tough game overall for everyone on the Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, that wasn't a great outing by Tinder. It wasn't his best performance, but hey, every ace is due for one of those games where you just don't have all your stuff in command. But look for Trevor Tinder to shake off that rust here as Sanford River Rats are stepping up to the plate for their first batter.
Angelo in left, Silverstein center, DeBacher in right, Martin at first, Friday second, Morgan short, Gonzalez third, Castellucci behind the plate, Tinder on the mound. And we are about underway here, overcast here in College Park. The lights are on. It's a cool breeze tonight here, 81 degrees at first pitch. Diamond Dogs sporting their home white uniforms, blue numbers, red lettering with dogs across the chest as the first pitch to Blaylock is high in for ball one. Sanford in their blue tops, white lettering, white pants, and blue socks.
For the Dogs, outfielder number 6.
Bottom of the fifth inning here at Bishop Moore High School. Conrad McMahon will lead things off for the Diamond Dogs, who have a lot of work to do. Down 7 runs here in the fifth. 7-0 Boom lead. As Tinder has thrown 81 pitches thus far.
81.
Well, first pitch to McMahon. High and outside, ball 1. McMahon 0 for 1 on the night facing McClare, who gets McMahon to pop up. It'll go behind the fence, just beyond us. And it's 1-1. McClare 41 strikes, 27 balls thus far in 4 innings of work. University of Tampa Spartan has been fantastic for the Boom. 5 strikeouts, only 2 free passes, and 2 hits allowed. The 1-1 to McMahon. Whoa, ball 2. And once again, McClare gets behind in the count, but he's been able to battle back.
Yeah, that's something we've seen all night. He'll work the count full if he needs to, but then get him to either ground out or fly out.
The 2-1 is grounded to the shortstop in Rivera. The throw over the first just gets to Rodriguez in time, and McMahon is put out for the first out in the bottom of the fifth inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Jonah Duran.
Number 11, Jonah Duran.
Diamond Dogs will be back in action tomorrow at Winter Garden over West Orange High School. A doubleheader tomorrow night starting at 5 o'clock. It'll be a continuation from a game where the Squeeze are up 3-0. Justin Cortez will get the start in game 2. Back here to Duran. The first pitch is high and inside, ball 1.
And the Boom are taking on those pesky Leesburg Lightning tomorrow. They have a 3-game set. First game's at home, second on the road, and then game 3 will be back at home for the Boom.
The 1-0 pitch is clips Duran on the left leg. Will take first. So a 1-out base runner for the Diamond Dogs. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And that'll bring up A.J. Makaravich, the shortstop, who's wearing number 27 tonight. Usually Trevor Tinder's number. Makaravich wearing the 27, Tinder wearing the 31. Someone forgot a jersey there.
Yeah, something just doesn't seem like it went the right way, but nonetheless, they both have their jerseys on and both are playing. So.
Duran takes off on the first pitch with a swung and missed by Makaravich. Tinney tried to get the ball out of the glove, but couldn't. So fortunate break there for the Diamond Dogs. So the 1-0 now to Makaravich, who has been hitting the ball much better lately. Taking a different approach, trying to just get the barrel on the ball and see good things happen, and they certainly have for Makaravich. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. Makaravich is down in the count. One of 2 walks on the day is Makaravich from McClare, with a runner in scoring position. The 0-2 on its way. Inside, Makaravich got a piece of it, and it remains 0-2. I did credit that stolen base to Jonah Duran, so another successful takeoff and landing brought to you by Orlando Sanford International Airport, the official presenting sponsor of the Florida Collegiate Summer League. The 0-2 to Makaravich again. High and inside, Makaravich going to have to back off of that one. It's 1-2 now to the Alcorn State commit. $7-0 Boom lead here. They've scored in every odd inning thus far. 5 of those runs coming off the bat of Seth Johnson. The 1-2 pitch is swing and a miss by Makaravich. He's retired. Another strikeout for McClare. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. So that'll bring out the Penn State Nittany Lion, Jordan Bowersox. Trying to cash in on a runner in scoring position with Duran. He reached first in a hit by pitch and then stole second. Bowersox 1 for 2 on the night, a .315 hitter this season. First pitch. Breaking ball low and inside. Ball 1. Bowersox getting the leadoff spot tonight in place of Jacob Silverstein, who gets the night off, as does Tyler Homer. The 1-0. Bowersox checks his swing. 2-0 the count now. Of course, Homer with 7 home runs on the season. He's 2 away from tying the Florida League record with 9. Something that he wants to work at, and he'll have a great shot to do so in the small confines of Heller Brothers Park and here at Bishop Moore High School the rest of the way. The 1-0. Low and outside. Scoreboard had the incorrect count. It's now 3-0 the count. The umpire makes sure everyone knows. Only 2 hits thus far for the Diamond Dogs, who really need to get off the schneid offensively. A run here would do just that. There 2, and that's ripped into left field. That is hit high. It'll get off the wall. Duran will score. Bowersox will reach second easily as he slides in just for show. And that's a big run for the Diamond Dogs as Duran crosses home plate, and it's now a 7-1 Altamont Boone lead.
Yeah, that's a way to get something back. Get one out there to left field, put some pressure on.
That'll bring it to the plate.
Get working and try to get
All right, fielder number 23, Mark Angelo.
Yeah, we are in the bottom of the 5th, so it's not a whole lot of time to work with, but still, don't need to get them all back at once. So now the lead's cut to 6, and that's what you want us to go. Start working.
So here's Mark Angelo, 0 for 2 on the night, a pair of strikeouts, hitting .295 this season. Those of a pair of homers. He swings at the first offering from LeClaire. It's 0-1. But we've seen time and time again that when this Diamond Dogs team scores a run, they tend to score so in bunches. We see them score 5 runs in innings at a time. They did so against Leesburg when they went down 8-0. They called it back all the way to 8-5 by scoring 5 runs in 1 inning. They can score in bunches. It's just, do they find that first run to get them going? Could it be this? The 0-1 to Angelo. Low and outside. It's ball 1. Diamond Dogs only hitting .256 as a team. 5th in the league in runs scored. Only 162 RBIs for Winter Park. The 1-1 to Angelo. That does get the outside corner. Looked a little bit outside, to say the least. That's putting it nicely. That ball is well outside. Big strike zone from the open umpire tonight. It's 1-2.
We can let the viewers decide on that one as well. You can see on the Boone's Facebook page, FCSL Boone.
The 1-2 is hit over to shortstop. Rivera will make the grab, and that will retire to side. But not before Jordan Bowersox puts the Diamond Dogs on the board with an RBI double to score Jonah Duran. They get one back. They're down 6. We head to the top of the 6th. The Altamont Springs Boone lead the Winter Park Diamond Dogs 7-1. You're listening to Diamond Dogs Baseball, brought to you by Meridics.